Hi, this is Sasha, and I just thought it would be fun to do a little video and show you what I'm working on. This is the Baby Surplice Jacket out of Elizabeth Zimmermann's Knit One, Knit All book. It's amazing. That book is full of just her garter stitch designs, so it's exactly the kind of book that I wish I had known about right after I learned how to knit, because I did not like to purl. And in fact, wrapping my purl stitches unconventionally was part of the problem that kept me from knitting successfully for a long time. And that whole book just has so many amazing patterns that you can do, and you don't need to know anything more than how to cast on and knit. Now I am purling here because I'm putting ribbed cuffs on this, so I'm cheating a little bit, but it's a brilliant design. It's kind of similar to the Baby Surplice Jacket, where it's all in one piece and the sleeves kind of grow out of the sides. But I think it's simpler than the Baby Surplice Jacket. And I am knitting with some of my hand spun today. This is yarn that I spun to practice a new to me drafting technique. I've got a Craftsy class, the drafting from woolen to worsted course with JC Boggs Faulkner, because I had been spinning for years and years and years and was just kind of doing whatever I needed to do to make yarn and not really having a lot of control and not really being able to get the kinds of fluffy yarns that I really wanted to knit with. So I bought the class hoping that it would help, and it helped some. I still have a lot of practice to do. But this was the yarn that I made while I was practicing drafting from the fold. I spun it on my Ashford Joy. It was my first spinning wheel. And I am really happy with how it turned out. You know, looking at it in the skein or in the ball, I see a lot of unevenness, but when it's knit up, I don't notice it at all. Especially the garter stitch. The texture of the garter stitch really hides a multitude of sins, which is fabulous. But this yarn is particularly special because it is made with leftover wool from the decorations that my sister made for her wedding, and now I'm making a sweater for her baby out of it. So I guess I'll hold it up and let you see a little bit if you can. Ta-da! And I made this cuff really long so that it could be folded back when the whoop, had a little slip there. Folded back when the baby is little, and then, you know, let down as the baby grows. Hopefully that'll help this sweater last a little longer. So I'm almost done with the second cuff, and then I'll just need to hide some ends and sew some buttons on, and that'll be the end of it. But I am really enjoying working with my hand spun. I know that some people make yarn and they just can't wait to use it, but I spun for nearly a decade before I worked up the courage to use my hand spun. I don't know, I always felt like, oh, I don't have the perfect project, or what if I have a lot left over and then, you know, I've got all these little scraps and what am I going to do with those? I just never felt like I had the right project. And at some point I just decided, hey, you know what? This is stupid. You are spending a lot of time making yarn that you're then not touching. You should just use it, and if it doesn't go well, then it's a learning experience just like making the yarn. And there is something just so fulfilling about working with yarn that you have made yourself. I highly recommend it. I told myself I was only going to make this video 5 minutes long, and we're coming up on the end of it. So I'm going to finish this round and then turn it off. But maybe in another couple days, I'll show you what else I'm working on. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see or you want to hear about. I don't really have a lot of ideas. I didn't want to show you my whole pile of works in progress. I just wanted to show you what I've been working on today. So, happy Tuesday, and I'll see you later.